Imagine a rainy day, a kitchen filled with warm steam, and these pillow-soft, juicy dumplings made entirely from scratch. Trust me, you will want to stay for this. You know, a lot of people dislike rainy days because they can be so inconvenient. But to me, Hangzhou is at its absolute most beautiful when it rains. The meanest weather here brings this unique sense of romance and reflection. Look at how the raindrops gather on the leaves, chip from the old rooftops, and whisper through the bamboo grooves. Trust me, summer in Hangzhou is pure magic, and I've always found a strange kind of comfort in these quiet, rainy afternoons. It just makes you want to slow down and head inside. Just like our usual routine, after a peaceful walk through the park, it's time to head back to the kitchen and start on today's comfort food. Today, I'm washing shepherd's purse. It's a type of white green that only grows during the spring and the summer. Few pork fillings can sometimes feel a bit heavy, and my baby loves shepherd's purse and pork dumplings the most. Prepping these greens takes a bit of patience. You have to blanch them first to lock in that vibrant color, and then chop them finely. But of course, if you can't find these white greens, shrimp or even shredded carrots make amazing substitutes. Now, onto the dough. This is where the real mindfulness comes in. Watching simple flour and water slowly transform into a smooth, pliable dough under your palms is just so incredibly therapeutic. Honestly, nowadays most people around here just buy pre-made dumpling wrappers from the market because it saves so much time. It's definitely more convenient, but to me, machine-made wraps always miss that special bite. That perfect rustic chewiness and texture that you can only get when you make it from scratch by hand. While the dough rests, time to mince the pork. Back home, there are 3 classic ways we like to cook dumplings, depending on the mood. First, steamed dumplings, which are amazing for holding their beautiful shape and texture. Second, soap dumplings, where every bite comes with a comforting spoonful of savory broth. And third, my personal favorite, pan-fried dumplings, or pot stickers, which give you that golden, irresistible, crispy butter. Every single style has its own unique magic. Now we mix the minced pork and the finely chopped greens together. My grandmother always told me that you have to stir the filling in one continuous colorwise direction. It helps the meat bind perfectly so it stays juicy and plump inside the wrapper. As we get back to the dough, this is really a test of patience. You can't rush this process at all. It actually makes me think about how much our relationship with food has changed. Back in the day, dumplings were heavily tied to the seasons. Traditionally, they were a sacred ritual for the winter solstice, a comforting, warming food to protect your ears from freezing in the bitter colder. But honestly, nowadays we don't really stick to those strict rules anymore. We've become a lot more laid back about it. If it's a rainy summer afternoon and your favorite person craves shepherd's purse dumplings, you just make them. You don't wait for winter. I kind of love that shift. It takes the pressure off and turns a historical tradition into everyday comfort. Kneading this dough right now, listening to the rain, it gives me a moment to completely unplug from the screens, forget about my editing deadlines, and just be fully present in the kitchen. Your hands will eventually tell you exactly when it's ready. When the surface completely smooth and soft. It takes a few minutes, but every single float is worth it. And now we roll. The absolute golden roll here, and I can't stress this enough. Like seriously, if there are three things you remember from this video, it's this: make them sing, and make them sing. You want the center to be slightly thicker to hold the juices, but the edges have to be paper thin. That way, when they hit the heat, the wrapper cooks beautifully and translucent, without any doughy edges. It takes a bit of practice to get that rhythm down with the rolling pin. Spinning the dough with one hand while rolling with the other, but it becomes like a dance once you get used to it. Finally, my favorite part. Wrapping floating dumplings always feels so nostalgic. It brings back memories of family gathering around the table, everyone sharing stories while their hands flew. There is something so satisfying about placing that perfect scoop of filling right in the center, plating the edges, and watching a beautiful plump dumpling take shape. They look like little gold ingots. I hope this brings a little bit of peace to your week, and I will see you in our next seasonal table session. Happy cooking!